guys, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video we are going to be doing a Q&A. So on my Instagram I asked you guys if you had any questions for me, and I have all my answers right now and we're going to go through them. I would also just like to mention that this is a collab with my friend Lily, or as you know her, the Rat Corner on YouTube. And I'm really excited to be doing a collab with her because she is an amazing YouTuber and she has so many amazing videos that you should check out. Her channel will be in the description and in the iCards. I also wanted to point out that Lily, or the Rat Corner, will also be having a Q&A on her channel, so make sure to go check that out as soon as you're done watching this video. So yeah, let's get straight into this video. Dream amount of rats.
And mice as well. I'd like to have a large group of mice.
My ideal number at the moment would be 8 to 10 because I have 9 right now, so it works perfectly. When I'm older, I'd like to have around 12. Are you already addicted to rats? Okay, so I started owning rats about 1.5 years ago, and I've kind of been addicted ever since. Like, I cannot live without them. I guess that's what addicted is. Favorite thing? Thanks, Haley. My favorite thing at the moment, besides my rat, is probably my bullet journal because I use it every day and I really like it. I put a lot of time into drawing things into it and it's something I really enjoy doing. How did you get interested into rats? I volunteer locally at my animal shelter, and I volunteer at the summer camps. So one time I was volunteering at a summer camp and I got put on rat duty, so I had to go help the kids like pet the rats and give the rats treats, and I kind of just fell in love with rats and got rats about 4 months later. Favorite rat? My favorite rat, if I have to name one at the top of my head, is probably Frankie because I've had him for the longest. He's very old and very just sweet. But I have had a certain liking to Jackson for the last while because he's a mix in between really sleepy and really energetic, so it's nice to have like a lot of variety. Although I do love all my rats a lot. Sorry everyone else, like I don't want to like say I don't like you. Favorite game?
We should do board games. Your favorite like board game?
I have 2 favorite board games. The first one is called Life. It's like a fun board game and it's kind of like you go through stages of someone's life. And the second game I really like is called Telestrations. It's a really fun game that's more of like telephone compared to just like moving pieces on a board, which I really like. What was your first pet? My first pet was when I was about 7 or 8 and I got gerbils. I rescued them. They were 3 years old and they lived for about 1.5 years after that. Favorite day of the week? I would say I have 2 favorite days of the week, and those are Saturday and Sunday. And not just because it's the weekend, but because on Saturdays I have about 8 hours of taekwondo, so I really enjoy doing that. And on Sundays I have like a weekly call with some of my internet friends, so that's really enjoyable to do as well. Do you want any other pets? I think I'm pretty good for pets at the moment because I do have a lot of rats and they take up most of my time. But if I would like to have another pet, it probably would be another dog. Trixie, she's not good with other dogs, so obviously that's not really an option at the moment. But if she was good with other dogs, I would like to have more than 1 dog, or maybe even a cat in the house. But Trixie's like, no, she does not like other dogs or cats like that. Favorite dog breed? I do agree with Lily. I don't really mind the breed of dog. Trixie was not, we didn't choose her just because she's a Jack Russell. We just chose her because she was at the shelter and she matched like what we like wanted or could have in our house. But if I had to choose like a certain dog breed, that if they were all the breeds at the shelter and I could choose one, it'd probably be a Great Dane. I do like terriers, but I have like a soft spot for Great Danes because they're so big. I like big dogs. Best cages for rats. So the best cages in Canada/America, the top one is a double crenation or crenation. Any sort of crenation cage is like amazing for rats. There's a lot of space. It's very similar to like the Pet Planet cage in the UK, except it's just a different brand. There's some other cages as well, but I would definitely say that the crenation is like the top one I would recommend. Also, it has huge doors, so it's really easy to like access and clean your rats. When did you get your rats? I got my first 2 rats, Frankie and Elmer, in October 2019. Then I got my next rats in August 2020, which is Ronnie and Charlie. Then I got Jackson and Theo in October, the middle of October 2020. Then the last final boys I got well, they were born in my house because I was fostering Lucy. You can check out my baby videos, it's in the description. But I was fostering Lucy and Ethel, and they gave birth to my 4 babies on January 22nd. What are some of your rat's personalities? So let's start with Frankie. Frankie is really, really sweet. Like, he just loves being with people. He loves when you sing to him, even though I'm a bad singer, but he just loves it anyways. Let's see. Ronnie is very cuddly. Like, he likes to sit in your lap and cuddle. Charlie is kind of like more outgoing. He wants to come out and like run around. Jackson's a mix in between Ronnie and Charlie. Theo is a fat boy who just likes to like lick you a lot, and he doesn't really like to be held, but he likes to run around and lick you. And then the babies are, Levi is really chunky because he's a really big baby, and he likes to, I don't know, he kind of is a mix in between sleepy and running around. Humphrey likes to climb in your shirt. Junior is kind of a mix. He's a little bit skittish, and Henry is very just sweet and loving, I guess, and he's very like, you can touch him a lot and he won't really mind it. Are you bioactive with your rats, or if you aren't, would you like to be?
I'm not bioactive with my rats, but I think because all 3 of them really enjoy foraging and digging in their aspen bedding.
Okay, so I do agree with Lily. I think my rats would definitely enjoy it. Like, they wouldn't not enjoy it, but there are, of course, the downsides of having a bioactive setup. So first off, my family doesn't want bugs in the house, so that's kind of a big deal for them. And also, like Lily was saying, like, money, it obviously costs a lot. But I could definitely see me going bioactive in the future. I just can't see it anytime in my immediate future. Are you planning to get more rats after these ones? So my cage is kind of at its max at 9 rats. So when the rats sadly do pass away and it kind of moves down the line, when I have about 4 or 3 rats left, I would like to get maybe 1 or 2 more rats. I would actually like to rescue middle-aged rats, because I've always rescued my rats, but I've always kind of rescued baby rats or young rats, and I do want to rescue rats who are on the older side, as I will be going off to college and university by the time the youngest boys right now are going to be old. So when I get another set of rats, that's probably going to be my last set of rats before I go off to university. What's the funniest memory you have with your rats? Okay, one memory I have of my rats is when Ronnie and Charlie were still about 3 months old, so they were young. This was like 8 months ago. But they would literally, they were still not in the same cage as my boys, but they would stick their butts through the bars to poop, and all the poop would end up on the floor around the cage. And I don't know why when I tell people this, they have a funny reaction, because Lily's laughing right now. But I don't know why. Thank goodness they have stopped, because it would be a pain to always have to clean up when they stick their butts through the cage to poop. But yeah, they used to do that.
That's so funny.
It was the strangest thing. Alright, and that's going to be ending off the Q&A for today. I really hope you enjoyed watching, and for everyone who asked questions, I hope you got all your answers. I did get to as many questions as possible, but I might have not been able to get to a couple of them just because it would have been going on all day. Anyways, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye!